Welcome, Church Y'all family. This is Pastor Arthur Williams coming back to you with another video. We took a break. I had to get some stuff in my life in order. So we about to get into it. We still doing the John series, John chapter 5. We left off on the Samaritan woman, and how they all came and worshiped by Jesus. So we finna get right into it in John chapter 5. John chapter 5 talks about Jesus healing on the Sabbath, all judgment given to Christ, and bear witness of Christ. You gotta believe in him. So let's get right into it. John chapter 5, verse 1. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethsaida, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down a certain season to the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first after the troubling of water stepped in was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. And a certain man was there which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie, and knew that he had now a long time in that case, he said unto him, Wilt thou be made whole? The potent man answered him, Sir, I have no man, when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool, but while I am coming, another stepped down before me. Jesus said unto him, Rise, take up thy bed and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath. The Jews therefore said unto him that was cured, It is the Sabbath day, it is not lawful for thee to carry thy bed. He answered them, and he that made me whole said unto me, Take up thy bed and walk. Then asked they him, What man is that said unto thee, Take up thy bed and walk? And he that was healed was not who it was, for Jesus had conveyed himself away, a multitude being in that place. Afterward Jesus found him in the temple, and said unto him, Behold, thou art made whole, sin no more, lest a worse thing come unto thee. The man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus which had made him whole. And therefore did the Jews persecute Jesus, and sought to slay him, because he had done these things on the Sabbath day. Stop. So here at Church of Y'all Ministries, we believe in the Sabbath day, but we don't believe that we have all these traditions, rules, and laws made up to deter people from celebrating the Sabbath. What I mean, the Sabbath is made for us to get rest on the 7th day. Sabbath means 7. So we don't want to get into all these traditions that man created on the Sabbath day. Carrying your bed on the Sabbath is not lawful. You can carry your bed on the Sabbath. Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath. So that's why Jesus healed on the Sabbath. How can you not make a man whole on the Sabbath when he needs to be made whole? Why would Jesus adhere to these men's laws? That's why he came. He came for stuff like this. It's verse 17. But Jesus answered them, My Father worketh hitherto, and I work. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that God was his Father, making himself equal with God. Then answered Jesus and said unto them, Very verily I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doeth, this also doeth the Son likewise. For the Father loveth the Son, and showed him all things that himself doeth, and he will show him greater works than these, that ye may marvel. For as the Father raiseth up the dead, and quickeneth them, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will. For the Father judges no man, but he committed all judgment unto the Son, that all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son honoreth not the Father which hath sent him. Verily I say unto you, he that heareth my word and believeth on him that sent me has everlasting life. He shall not come into condemnation, but is passed from death unto life. Verily I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they that hear shall live. For as the Father hath life in himself, so hath he given the Son to have life in himself. And he hath given him authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. Marvel not at this, for the hour is coming that which all that are in the grave shall hear his voice, and shall come forth, that they have done good unto the resurrection of life, and they that have done evil unto the resurrection of damnation. I can of my own self do nothing as I hear. I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not my own will, but the will of the Father which has sent me. So Jesus didn't come to do his own will. He does everything that what the Father has sent him to do. And when Jesus says that he commits all judgment because the Father gave it to him, this is important, because he said, if you believe it on me, in my words, and believe on me, you have everlasting life. So we must believe in Jesus' words. All this is red. If you look at it, all what Jesus said is in red. So we got to believe in the red words, the written word, and believe what Jesus has said to get everlasting life. He's going to commit judgment on people. If you do the will of his Father, you shall have life. If you do the evil things, you won't get life. So let's practice doing God's will. That's by fasting, by prayer, supplications, begging. All these things we have to do. Verse 31. If I bear witness of myself, my witness is not true. There's another that beareth witness of me, and I know that the witness which he witnessed of me is true. Yet ye sent unto John, and he bare witness unto the truth. But I received not the testimony from men, but the things I say, that ye might be saved. He was a burning and a shining light, and ye were willing for a season to rejoice in his light. But I have greater witness than that of John, for the works which the Father hath given me to finish, the works that I do, bear witness of me that the Father hath sent me. And the Father himself, which hath sent me, hath borne witness of me. Ye have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his shape. And ye have not his word abiding in you, for whom he hath sent him ye believe not. Search the scriptures, for in them ye think that ye have eternal life, and they are that which testify of me. And ye will not come to me that ye may have life. I receive not honor from men, but I know you that ye have not the love of God in you. I come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him you will receive. How can you believe which receive honor of one another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? Do not think that I will accurse you to the Father. There is none that accurses you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. If you believe Moses, you will have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if you believe not his writings, how shall you believe my words? So Jesus is questioning their unbelief. He said, how can you believe in what the Father sent if you don't believe in Moses' writings? Because he wrote of me. Moses wrote of Jesus. He said there will be a prophet. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's Deuteronomy 18. Yep, Deuteronomy 18. Deuteronomy 18 and 15. The Lord thy God will raise up to thee a prophet in the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken, according to all that thou desirest the Lord thy God in Horeb in the day of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my God, neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not. The Lord said unto me, they have well spoken that which they have spoken. I will raise thee up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall come speak unto them that Allah shall command him. So Moses right here is speaking what God's saying. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I have commanded. And verse 19, then it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of them. Didn't Jesus just say this? In John chapter 5, Jesus just said all this. Everything that God's going to give me to speak, I will speak. Everything he judgment, I will judge. Everything that I will say, I will say. And you got to believe in his words. And if you don't, I will require it of them. That says verse 19 of Deuteronomy 18. So we got to understand that everything that Jesus speaks, he don't speak of his own will. He speaks of the Father's will. So that's what makes it important for you to believe in Jesus' words. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for coming with me and getting on this journey of John chapter 5. We will still keep coming with these videos every week. It's been a while. It's been like a month. I've been getting my physical right, my physique right. Been going to the gym. And we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep going. Peace.